Welcome to the World Monologue Games Global Finals. You are watching the Sprint category. My name is Pete Malicki. I am the creator of the games and your host for tonight. So the Sprint category are our best 45 to 60 second monologues. In our regional finals, we had something like 250 performances, and the global finals are the best of the best. We have 6 different categories in the globals, including yesterday's Tigers, the current Sprint show, and Endurance, which starts in 1 hour. And we have 3 shows next week as well. So there are 27 countries being represented at the globals, which I think is pretty fun. If you want to show some love to the actors, please feel free to hit the like button or subscribe to this channel. If you're watching live, leave a chat message. If you're watching later, drop a comment. Do note that there's strong language and adult themes in the show, so if you're sensitive to any particular topic, it could be included today. You might see the same actor more than once, and that's because actors can submit multiple times and some of them get through to the globals more than once. You might also see the same script being performed more than once because we let them choose whatever they want. There will be a vote for the viewer's choice if you would like to vote. I will come back on at the end and explain how that works, but basically I will put a link in the description of this video to the voting form, and you can pick your 2 favorite performances from this show. All right, I think that's enough from me for now, so let's hand it over to our performers. All the best to them, and yeah, I'll see you at the end. Enjoy World Monologue Games Global Finals 2024 Sprint.
Been doing some work on myself. I've started doing affirmations. Apparently they're good for your self-esteem and well-being. You're supposed to focus on what you're grateful for, but when I look around my room, all I can see are cats. There's cats on the cushions, cats on the table, on the shelves. I have a black cat called Tinkerbell who I probably talk about too much. Hang on, here's a picture of her. Isn't she beautiful? Anyway, I keep getting presents with black cats on them, which is lovely, but it's getting ridiculous. It's too cluttered in here, and that's bad feng shui. But I think black cats are actually good feng shui. So what I'm thinking is I'll get rid of all of it and I'll just keep the mug from my best friend. It says, "I don't bring bad luck. Your life was already shit."
Lori, working here at the firm for the past year and a half has been the experience of a lifetime. But I didn't ask for this meeting because I wanted a promotion. I've been observing things around the office. Things that seem out of place, fishy, illegal. I mean, paying off Judge Goff to win cases? Lori, I see right through you. So not only am I gonna send a report to the Bureau, I'm gonna take you down in court as well.
My name is Jessie Matthews, and I'm a cleaner here at the Gentrex Research Facility. I came in for my shift today, and I went straight to the cafeteria. And I see these people, and they're looking so unwell. And then they spot me, and they start running at me. They're so angry. So sick and so angry. So I sprint in here to hide. But I don't know how long I have before they find me. To my family, I love you. I love you so much.
I just can't believe you did this. I'm watching here and completely ruined my day because that's what you did. Absolutely ruined it. You woke up this morning with plans. Big plans. And then you show up and destroy everything. Do you have any idea how much effort I put into this? The careful preparation, the attention to detail, all for nothing. Thanks to you. And you know what the worst part is? You probably don't even realize what you did, do you? It's like you've some kind of special talent for chaos. I'm struggling to understand how you could mess things up this badly. You know what? I'm done. Absolutely done. Next time, if you ever think about changing the Wi-Fi password again, I will find you and write it on your forehead in permanent marker.
Well, I'm not a poet. I'm just a woman. And as a woman, I have no way to make money. Not enough to earn a living. And even if I had my own money, it would belong to my husband the minute we were married. If we had children, that would belong to him, not me. They would be his property. So don't sit there and tell me that marriage is not a proposition. Because it is. It may not be for you, but it most certainly is for me.
I told you, it's a freaking teleporter. You pair it with your phone, you punch in your coordinates to the map, then the transponder field, then, I don't know, whatever, kablammy, you're somewhere else. I mean, what do you mean it sounds fake? Do I look like a quantum engineer to you? And of course I have no idea how it actually works. I'm just one of the 10 billion people who use the thing. I'm not the freaking inventor. Okay, pal, tell me how your phone works. Go on. Huh? You have no idea, do you? So imagine you've travelled 50 years back into the past. Hey, I'm Brian Dignose. I'm from the future. We've got our phones in our pockets. They've got cameras, alarm clocks, a world map, the entirety of human knowledge on the internet. Whatever. I don't care if you don't believe me. Because when this solar recharge finishes, I shall be going back to the future, where you shall be dead from old age. Aw. Goodbye, Brian.
Will you be quiet? You don't got no appreciation. That's the trouble with you. I mean, maybe I did get some money from that man. Well, you're entitled to it, and I'm entitled to my share for helping you get it. I mean, without me, where would you be? Some orphanage, that's where, huh? You think those folks would spend an extra penny on you? Huh, no, sir. But who got you that ticket to St. Joe? And who got you that knee-high in the Coney Island? And I threw in an extra $20 and 85 cents for the telegram. Without me, you wouldn't have had any of that stuff. Yeah. You know, I didn't have to take you in at all, but I did. So I think this is fair enough. Now we're all better off. You get to go to St. Joe and I get a better car. What's fair is fair. Huh? Now, drink your knee-high and eat your Coney Island.
Beautiful and strong and tall and happy, and you broke me. I've hit every depth I could to keep this husk of a marriage working, and there's nothing left. I'm such a fool, because I thought that faithfulness was at least the best of us. What's the least of us now? I've spent years convincing myself that these ever-creeping shadows were all in my head, but it was you. The eclipse. Blackened. Inevitable. You are acid in my gut, dirt under my fingernails, and a stone in my shoe. You are nothing. You need to get out.
Girl that jumps on a last-minute flight back to New York and knocks on my best friend's boyfriend's door just to run off and elope with him based on one crazy, thoughtless, inexplicably romantic night. So what am I doing here? Austin, I'm not passionate. Okay, I'm a fact checker. And the fact of me being here, it doesn't check out. This is the kind of thing that happens in the movies. And we're not in the movies. We're on McDougal Street. That is a geographical fact, and we can't do this. No, we can't do this because the fact is that you are in a relationship, and the fact is that we just met yesterday. And see, the problem is that despite every fact that I can muster, there's still something that doesn't check out, and I still love you madly.
Try again. That's the problem with your generation. You give up way too easily, making room for the real winners in life. Stamp your toe, go cry to mom, but mom is not there. I'm here. I won't baby you like she did. I will not worship the ground you walk on. For what? For who? Your ego. What ego? You couldn't strike out on your own no matter how much money I threw at you for support. College, travel, businesses, fondone. Where did it all bring you? Here. If I knew you'd come full circle, I would have saved the hell out of penny and invested in my own ideas. I would have been a lot further than where I ended up. Mama kufuti ngabuse nathi.
When in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state. And troubled at heaven with my bootless cries, and look by myself and curse my fate. Wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed. Desiring this man's art and that man's scope with what I most enjoy, contented least. Yet in these thoughts myself almost despising, happily I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark a day of break arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love, remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
I need to get fucked up. So naturally, I am heading out. City first, then the valley. That's the plan, but we will see where we land. Shoes, dress, hair, face, done. Mirror? Better. Not perfect, but better. Pour half a bottle of Mum's Vino into an oversized wine glass someone gave me for my 18th. Drink 2 glasses while trolling through Facebook looking for someone to fall in love with. Cocktails at Fat Louie's first, just for a laugh. Oh, why does this place always stink? There's Hugh, perched at the bar, slurping away at his cheap martini. Some juvenile tries to chat me up as I order my $10 Long Island. Have you ever been to Long Island, beautiful? Are these kids really 18? What kind of line is that anyway? Hugh can't take his eyes off some American backpackers trying to make sense about crazier money. Those horny high school graduates are hollering out at us. What cunts. Oh, why do I feel so old? Hey! Show me some
my day, you fucking pipsqueaks. I give them the finger and tell Hugh we are leaving.
How old are you? That's the question they ask. Well, I could say, how old do I look? Or how old do you think I am? But that wouldn't answer the question. How old are you? Maybe they should ask how old you want to be, or how old do you feel? I don't want to be old. I don't want to be old.
I freaking told you it's a freaking teleporter. You pair it with your phone, you put the coordinates into the map, and then the transponder field, I don't know, does whatever, and kablami, you're somewhere else. What do you mean sounds fake? Do I look like a quantum engineer to you? Of course I have no idea how this actually works. I'm just one of the 10 billion humans who use the thing, not the freaking inventor. Okay, pal, tell me how your phone works. Go on. You've no idea, do you? Now imagine you've traveled 50 years into the past. Hi, I'm Bram Dicknose from the future. We carry our phones in our pockets and they have the cameras, alarm clocks, a world map, and the whole of humanity's knowledge on the internet. Whatever, I don't care if you don't believe me. As soon as the solar recharge finishes, I'm going back to the future, where you will be dead from old age. Goodbye, Brian.
Shot him in the neck, did you? Know anything about gunshot wounds? What makes them bad, if you survive the bullet, is something called sepsis. That's when a bullet tears into you, and it creates a cavity of dead tissue. And that cavity fills up with bile and bacteria, and you are fucked. Then you got the kind of wound that'll castrate you or paralyze you, or it's got a scary name like tension pneumothorax. That's when a bullet rips into your lungs. So every time you breathe, your chest cavity fills up with air like a balloon. And it crushes your lungs and your heart and your liver. And your own breathing kills you, one breath at a time. But we are going to do this without firing a single bullet. And just to be sure, we're going to do a dry run. So gentlemen, get your suits on.
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, hast by moonlight at her window sung with fading vice verses of fading love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. And my gracious duke, be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her debt, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
Did I ever tell you about the time when I owned a wonderful little bistro in Chelsea? Joan came in one night, Collins of course, and she had a face on her like a slapped arse. Anyway, she sat down and she ordered a rare steak. My lovely girls brought her out this wonderful rare steak. And she said it was too bloody, so she sent it back to the kitchen 3 times. Anyway, on the 3rd time, I was getting a bit fed up. So I went out and I said to her, Joan, why, if you wanted a well-done steak, why didn't you say so? She said, oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm being a bitch, but I've had a long day at the theatre, and I did mean to say well done. Anyway, we shared a couple of bottles of red wine, and all was forgiven. I ended up back at her place. Suffice it to say, I have no idea what went on, but I never did find my knickers.
As I foretold you, we're all spirits, and we're melted into air, into thin air, and like the baseless fabric of this vision. The cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, ye all, which it inherits, shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff that dreams are made on. And our little lives is rounded with a sleep.
Did you ever think that maybe you got it all wrong? Maybe you got me all wrong. I still don't understand why you wouldn't talk to me. Just one conversation would have saved a lot of heartache for the both of us. Maybe we'd still be together. Maybe we wouldn't be unhappily single apart. So it begs the question, after all this time, why are you here now?
Alrighty, that was the Sprint Global Finals. A huge congratulations to all of the actors who were in the show. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to publish a change to the description of this video. So there'll now be a link to the voting form. If you're watching live, it might take a minute to refresh, or you can just refresh the screen yourself. If you go to that link, you will find a form and you can select your 2 favorite performances. That will be open for 48 hours and then voting is closed. We will tally up all of the votes as well as the votes from the judges and announce the winners on Wednesday, the 13th of November for the sprint category and our other 5 categories at the Games. We have another show in 35 minutes. The Endurance Global Finals, the best 5 to 8 minute monologues here at the World Monologue Games. And then next week we have main amateur, youth and main professional categories. So we would love to see you at our next shows. Please tune in. You can go just subscribe to this channel, or you can go to worldmonologuegames.com/watch to catch any of our shows. That's all from me. Hope you enjoyed the Sprint Global Finals, and I'll see you at the next one. Ciao.